All right, hello, it's Ann from the McAuley Center again. I am here today to tell you a little bit, maybe talk to you, maybe not tell you, but I'll talk to you about going to the doctor and maybe some words that you might hear that you're not really sure of. So we're going to talk first at the doctor's office. So we're going to talk first about this word because it's come up more and more. It's the word is telehealth. So maybe you call in because you've got, right now we're doing this where we call in because we've got some problems that we want to talk to our doctor about, or we feel bad, and they say, oh, can we do a telehealth appointment? Now think about this. Maybe you've seen this in another word, tele. So we've seen it in the word television or TV. So this really means I'm going to be watching on a screen, I'm going to be talking on a screen to my doctor. So they'll walk you through, they'll tell you how to do this, but right now, doctors aren't having patients come into the clinic for just routine visits. They're really talking to you, and I just did this the other day about allergies that I have. They're talking to you on the phone. It was the first time I did it. It was actually pretty easy to do, okay? So you might be doing this over a phone, and not just the telephone, but literally talking to them on maybe like, maybe you do WhatsApp video chat, that kind of thing. It's a video chat. So I'll put this here, video chat. So they might, excuse me, I evidently just sing things sometimes. They might ask you, what are your symptoms? So symptoms are something that you have, that's something that's maybe doesn't feel good on you, or something that hurts. If they ask you about your symptoms, they're really asking you, what's wrong, or how can I help you? I need to know what's going on with your body, what's going on maybe even with your mind, where you say, oh, I feel really sad all the time. Those are symptoms. So if they ask what your symptoms are, you can say, I have, or I feel, or I am something. Or maybe you say, my body part here hurts, okay? I don't know, can you see me in the,
Yep.
I guess it doesn't matter, you can just listen to me. So maybe you say, I have a fever, or I have fever. Fever, if you're not sure what it means, and it's been said a lot in the news lately, is when you're very hot. Not because you've been out playing sports, or you've been walking a long time very fast, or you're sweating because it's hot outside. It's when you feel very hot in your body. So you might take your temperature, maybe in your ear there's thermometers. That's a good word. Thermometer. And the thermometer tells you what your temperature should be. I think the norm is 98.6. So that's a good range. 98.6 right now. They're saying if you have a fever over 100, so if you take your temperature in your ear, or sometimes it's across your forehead, you go to the doctor and they scan across your forehead, and it's above 100, you want to talk to your doctor. You might also say, I have a cough. I have a cough, okay? And I'm being reminded, if you cough, especially in public, but definitely at home as well, cough into your, and I just did a terrible thing, I coughed. Cough into your arm. Same thing with a sneeze. Into your arm, okay? What happens when you cough or you sneeze is this sounds gross, you spit. You go, and it just comes out of your mouth, and it can go up to 6 feet away. So this is also why we're talking about standing 6 feet away from people in public. You don't want to get any of that, especially onto your face or into your mouth, because you can get sick that way, and it doesn't matter what it is. It might just be the flu. You can get sick that way. So always into your arm, okay? So that way it doesn't go any farther than your arm. Also wash your clothes then, because, you know, then you got spit all over your arm. So shortness of breath. So shortness, I mean, it means smaller of breath. It means that you can't take a deep breath. Maybe if you're breathing like that, if your breathing is, it's hard to breathe, you need to talk to your doctor. Call your doctor, okay? So shortness of breath, you could say, I feel shortness of breath, I have shortness of breath. Dizzy. Dizzy is kind of fun. We've been all trying to figure out how to, dizzy is maybe the room doesn't, you can't really keep your balance. The room feels like it's spinning, it's going around and around. Definitely call your doctor for that. That can be a lot of different problems. It might be something with your ear. It might be because you have your face is stuffed up, but it can also be because your blood pressure is too high. It could be because you have something wrong with the blood vessels in your brain. It can be because your blood sugar, like if you're diabetic, it can mean that you're either too high or too low. So dizzy is a good indicator that there might be something wrong. And then nauseous. You can say, I feel like I have to puke. I'm going to vomit. Right? This is I'm here to help. So I am feeling nauseous. That's another way of saying my stomach hurts, or I feel like I need to vomit, or I need to puke, okay? So you can use my head hurts, my stomach hurts, my arm hurts, my fingers hurt. I mean, you can just put in a body part there, and usually doctors will be able to kind of ask you some questions, but we wanted to give you some of these words that might help you when you are talking to your doctor. Especially now with coronavirus, you might want to say first, you know, they're saying now, you want to tell them fever and cough. Do you have those two things? And many people will ask you that. So call if you have fever, cough, or you can't, we say catch your breath. You can't take a long, deep breath, okay? Any questions about that, any questions about going to the doctor, we have resources here at the Catherine McAuley Center. We're happy to help you. You'll just need to call, leave a comment, email us, whatever works for you. Right now we're not letting people in the front doors, but we will absolutely answer your questions should you need about the doctor's office. Thanks so much. Stay healthy. Wash your hands as much as you can and cough or sneeze into your arm. Thanks.